Hello there. In today's video, we'll look into pansexualism and why it is problematic. In my research into sexualities and so on, I found out something troubling about pansexuality. In 1917, Sigmund Freud coined the term pansexualism. He defined it as, well, the sex instinct plays the primary part in all human activity, both mental and physical. Freud's critics held this to be his view, and the word became a term of reproach leveled at early psychology. It means not limited in sexual choice. Basically, it describes the view that most human behavior is derived from sexual instincts. This was defining the attractions pedophilia, bestiality, also known as zoophilia, objectophilia, necrophilia, beast necrophilia, dendrophilia, also including males, both transgender and cisgender, females, both transgender and cisgender, and hermaphrodites, or intersex persons. Pansexualism, in that sense, encompasses all of these attractions. Coined in 1928, pansexual or pansexuality is defined as the pervasion of all conduct and experience with sexual emotions. So basically, pansexuality is all the attractions as listed above. To society's, now 2020, standards, these attractions are, well, repulsive. Most of the attractions above are even deemed unlawful, ending in jail time or even death. Agreeing with the notion that all pedophiles, necrophiles, zoophiles and zoonecrophiles deserve nothing less than a death penalty. These pansexuals are not even human beings in my eyes. Now, this finishes the first draft of what pansexualism is and why it is problematic. I've come across several conflicting and very different definitions being used today when regarding pansexuality. People started using this term as early as 2002 to try and redefine and replace bisexuality. To start, pansexual's radical liberal definition, or the most common one I have been able to find in my research, is attraction to all genders, sexes and gender identities, or attraction sexual or romantic to human beings despite their gender, without care to what genitals someone has, or attraction to a person based on their personality, without care to gender. Why is this definition and usage of pansexuality problematic? To answer your question, I will explain. It's biphobia and transphobia. Its radical liberal definition is being used as a way for people to feel all-inclusive, when really bisexuality already does this. It started with people using biphobic remarks, bi-erasure, and statements made against bisexuality as a whole in order to form this definition. It disregards bisexual history. This started with biphobia and transphobia when they stated bisexuality is transgender exclusive. So what they meant was that they believed bisexual people couldn't have attraction to transgender men and women or intersex persons, and that their attraction was only for cisgender males and females. That's transphobic in and of itself because, well, it is separating men and women based on if they have the mental illness, gender dysphoria, which is what makes someone transgender, meaning that they believe transgender men and women are a subcategory from cisgender men and women, or are not in fact men and women when they are, when in fact, cis or trans, men are men and women are women. It also reinforces the notion that denying attraction to transgender people is perfectly acceptable, rather than rooted in transphobic assumptions. Never mind the fact that transgender people are capable of being bisexual. Bisexuality has always included both genders, male and female, both cisgender and transgender, and intersexism in its definition of attraction, per the Bisexual Manifesto. Bisexuality is a whole, fluid identity. Do not assume bisexuality is binary or duogamous in nature, that we have two sides, or that we must be involved simultaneously with both genders. Do not mistake our fluidity for confusion, irresponsibility, or inability to commit. Do not equate promiscuity, infidelity, or unsafe sexual behavior with bisexuality. It is also insulting because it implies that other sexualities aren't inclusive of transgender people, which invalidates every homosexual, heterosexual, and bisexual person dating transgender people. To end this, I would like to state these are real definitions. These are real facts. I hope this was educational. Thank you for watching. Take care and be well.